What's good, wealth builders? It's the man, it's the myth, the wealth builder himself, Devon, put in work, Burke. And today, we're talking about what's the difference between being rich and being wealthy. Let's go.
To say that I'm on my grind is an understatement. Don't think I'm thinking you can check my bank statement. I'm about my money, yeah, that's basic. World domination is what I'm truly facing.
Okay, rich people can buy things, and the wealthy people have money and time to buy things. All right, I know that sounds weird, so let's break it down a little further. Rich people can buy things, and wealthy people have time and money to buy things. Okay? You ain't get it yet? All right, let's break it down further. If your assets pay you more than your living expenses, then you're wealthy. You don't need to have millions of dollars to be wealthy either. You will need to keep your expenses less than your income. I know this is easier said than done, but this is the only way to become wealthy. You can't expect to be wealthy or create wealth if after every check you get, you're down to $0 or less. Then you find yourself waiting for the next check to land in your account, and then you do it again for the next check, and do it again for the next check, and you do it again for the next check. This is what we call living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. Rich people can buy almost anything you want, but they also can live paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. You see them in the nice clothes, the biggest house, the brand new luxury vehicle, but again, they're almost in the same boat because they find themselves waiting for the next direct deposit or check. Now, when you're wealthy, you're not waiting for the next check, right? Because your money is always working and creating more money while you sleep, have fun, or even work on the next big deal or project you have. This is what we call passive income. For instance, when you have an asset like a house and you rent it out, you make $500 a month after all your expenses are paid on the asset, then that's your passive income. Now, that passive income can only turn to wealth once it's more than your personal expenses. Now, if you have 6 assets paying you $500 a month passively, then you would have an income of $3,000. If your personal expenses are $2,000 per month, then you have a wealth of $1,000 per month because your expenses are paid and the time freedom to create more assets to make more passive income. This is how the wealth or the rich get richer, okay? They take money and invest in assets. And once they have the money, it starts to come back with more and more and more. They reinvest, okay? They do this over and over and over and over again. You can do this too on a smaller scale, exactly from where you are though, okay? You can start with small assets like a YouTube channel, a website, an e-commerce website, maybe both, a blog, a TikTok channel, an Instagram account, all these different assets you can create. And once they start to make income, then you reinvest the profits into things like dividend paying stocks, real estate that pays you regularly, things of that nature. There's multiple ways you can invest to make passive income, okay? And you keep building assets and investing the money until you start seeing more money than your expenses. And still then, you take a portion and reinvest to keep the cycle going and growing and going and growing. And remember, you can't get wealthy without actually being rich first. But if you want to stay rich, then you need to learn how to become wealthy. Just that simple, okay? So, thanks for watching. It's the man, it's the myth, the wealth builder himself, Devon, put in work, Burke, signing off for what's the difference between rich versus wealthy. Do remember, wealth builders, make more, save more, build more.
Say that on my grind is an understatement. Don't think I'm